They done messed up now. Should have never gave these boys a podcast. Whoa. This is Off the Rim. With your boy, Coach Skinny, Coach Drake, and Coach Drake. I'm up. There go the Dominican. What up, SimWorld? Sit back, relax. Let us take you through the mind of a coach.
SimWorld, what up, though? It's me, Coach Drayton. Felt like I talk about something that it really needs to be expressed, and I feel like all the coaches can agree with me to some extent that we all need to do a better job of this, and that's knowing the role of a prep coach. I feel like for the most part, a lot of coaches are hyper focused or laser focused truly on only winning games and not developing talent and preparing kids for the next level. And I think that's something as prep coaches that we all have to do better. Not just me, not just such and such, not so and so. I think all of us as coaches have to do better. I think in the first place that starts with is being more flexible with lineups. I think if you have some of those younger guys, we're getting towards the end of the season, some of these younger guys, because everybody makes the race to one, you should be start testing out some of these younger guys. You're not gonna have the seniors forever. The Benari James, the D'Angelo Jordans, the Cole Webbs, those guys, this is their final season. Their time in the sun and prep is pretty much over with, and I think we can all agree, for the most part, that those are guys that are heading off to high major universities, blue bloods, things like that. More than likely will be one and dones. But this conversation is more about the middle of the depth chart players, the backup point guards, the backup two guards, the one role big who only comes and set screens. How are you getting those guys looked at? How are you getting those guys prepared for the next level? Because the answer can't be that, well, we have this star and we're going to focus everything on this guy, because then when that guy leaves, you're building your whole identity anew. I think all coaches should have some type of groundwork system or scheme or ideology that they're harping on, laser focused on, and you bring guys in that can fulfill and play those roles in the offense or defense without having to depend on one player. I think a great example of this is Coach Lee, and I think everybody gave him a lot of flack for Trey Turner. Trey Turner was without a doubt a once in a generation shooter. He could shoot the wings off of a fly in the middle of Alaska during a snowstorm if he had to. But the questions were always, well, what is he gonna do post Trey Turner? Mm, He had Gabe Pope step up. He brought in a great defender in Drake Johnson, big fan of Drake Johnson, and he also brought in Dexter Jackson. And then well, for a short period of time he had Oven Carballo. I promise you I don't know how to pronounce his name. But he did in fact replace all the pieces that he left. And while his record isn't the same, you can see that he's still preparing most of his guys to go on to the next level. Whether it be in a traditional sense, that next man up and they're required to take over the lead, or in a less traditional aspect where everybody has like a hybrid role. Because we've seen Gabe Pope run the one, we've seen him run the two. There's some games where he subbed in at the three. He's often asked to guard the best ball handler, and he does a phenomenal job at that. But I feel like as coaches, we have to start making sure those middle of the depth chart guys, the guys that really are important, that don't get the attention, that don't get the love because they're not scoring the 20 points a night, that we also get them college looks. And to hammer the point home that this isn't just on the coaches, because I know a lot of players tend to have big egos. So this is now me speaking to the players. Players, what are you doing to get yourself recruited? Are you being coachable? Do you understand the roles that you sometimes have to play is not going to be the position that you want to play? Do you understand that stats don't paint your full picture? Do you understand that at the next level, even if you played point guard all your life, that your next coach may see you as a shooting guard, or if you played shooting guard your whole life, you may only be able to play point guard, or how different positions translate and how you'll be used and how to be the most effective with and without the ball. Are you going to coaches that understand how to properly utilize your abilities instead of just going to the guy who can just guarantee you the most touches? It all depends on what's important to you. Do you want to be remembered for the guy who scored a whole bunch in prep but fizzled out in college, or do you want to be the guy that was slightly above average in prep and then became an SWBA Hall of Famer? At the end of the day, guys, choice is yours. SimWorld, the only place where you can see the game and be the game. We out.